Have you ever felt like you're fighting a battle you can't win? In your career, in your relationships, in your personal goals. It's a feeling of being constantly overwhelmed, reacting to problems rather than controlling them. You try harder, you work longer hours, but the results never quite match the effort. It's like being on a battlefield without a map, without a plan, just blindly rushing forward. Many people believe that success comes from sheer brute force, from simply working harder than everyone else. They believe that if you just push through, eventually you'll break through. But what if I told you that the greatest victories are rarely won through strength alone? What if the secret to overcoming any challenge, to winning any battle, lies not in fighting harder, but in thinking smarter? There's an ancient text, born over 2 millennia ago in the warring states of China, that has guided emperors, generals, and strategists through countless conflicts. A playbook so profound, its wisdom transcends battlefields and applies to every aspect of modern life. They call it The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And when you understand its core principles, you'll stop fighting blindly and start moving with the precision of a master strategist. You'll learn not just to win, but to win before the battle even begins. But there's a catch. This isn't about manipulation or aggression. It's about understanding the invisible forces at play, anticipating moves, and mastering yourself first. It requires a mind that can see beyond the immediate, a mind that is calm, calculating, and patient. This path demands you to become a student of the unseen. Before we delve into Sun Tzu's timeless wisdom, I invite you to subscribe to the TGR Flurby channel, like this video, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss future insights into ancient wisdom. And in the comments below, tell me, what is one battle in your life right now where you need a strategic advantage? Your career, a personal project, your relationships? Share your thoughts below. Now, back to the video. Chapter 1. The Invisible Battlefield. Our story begins in ancient China during the chaotic Warring States period, a time of constant conflict and shifting alliances. In this turbulent era, kingdoms rose and fell, not always by the might of their armies, but often by the brilliance of their strategists. One such strategist was a young general named Li Wei. He was not physically imposing, nor did he command the largest army. Yet, his kingdom rarely knew defeat. The secret lay in his mind and his unwavering devotion to the teachings of Sun Tzu. Li Wei's first command was to defend a small, vulnerable border province. His scouts reported that a much larger, more experienced army was marching towards them, led by a fearsome warlord known for his ruthlessness. Panic spread through the province. The common wisdom was to fortify the walls, prepare for a desperate, bloody defense, and hope for a miracle. But Li Wei did not prepare for a fight. He prepared for a victory. He gathered his officers, who were filled with dread. "General," one said, "their army is 3 times the size of ours. Our only hope is to hold the walls as long as possible." Li Wei listened calmly, then replied, "The battle is not fought on the walls, nor is it fought on the open field. The true battle is fought in the mind of the enemy long before our swords ever cross." He spent days not inspecting weapons or drills, but studying maps, listening to reports, analyzing the enemy warlord's past campaigns. He knew the warlord was ambitious and impatient, always seeking quick, decisive victories. He also knew the terrain, a long, narrow valley leading to their city, prone to heavy fogs in the early mornings. He saw not a direct confrontation, but a series of chess moves. Sun Tzu taught, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Li Wei began to manipulate the invisible battlefield. He sent out small, seemingly random patrols, always withdrawing before engagement, leaving behind misleading clues. His forces were seen near a distant, easily defensible mountain pass, then quickly disappearing. Rumors were spread through merchants about plague outbreaks in the province. Messages, seemingly intercepted by the enemy, suggested that Li Wei's main force was much larger and better equipped than it actually was. He was painting a picture in the enemy's mind, a picture of uncertainty and danger. The enemy warlord, confident in his numbers, pushed his army hard through the long valley, expecting a swift confrontation. But as they advanced, they found no clear target, only confusing signs. Their scouts reported conflicting information. Supplies began to dwindle faster than expected due to forced marches. And then, the heavy fog rolled in, trapping the huge army in the narrow valley, disoriented and vulnerable. Their morale began to crack. Sun Tzu says, "All warfare is based on deception." Li Wei hadn't fought a single battle, yet he had already created doubt, fear, and exhaustion in the enemy's ranks. The greater army, without a single sword drawn, was already defeated in spirit. Chapter 2. Winning without fighting. The enemy warlord, frustrated and fearing an ambush in the dense fog, made a critical mistake. He decided to send a small, elite detachment to quickly scout ahead and force a confrontation. Li Wei had anticipated this. His own small, well-rested force, positioned on the high ground, ambushed the detachment swiftly and silently. They didn't engage in a prolonged fight. They merely captured the enemy's standard and a few key officers, then melted back into the fog. When the enemy warlord received news that his elite detachment had been decisively defeated and their standard captured without a clear battle, it shattered his remaining confidence. The fog, the rumors, the perceived strength of Li Wei, the sudden ambush, it all compounded into a terrifying narrative in his mind. He no longer saw a small, vulnerable province. He saw a cunning, overwhelming force. Sun Tzu states, "The greatest victory is that which requires no battle." The next morning, as the fog began to lift, Li Wei sent a single messenger with a simple message. "Your standard has fallen. Your army is trapped. Surrender now or face total annihilation." The warlord, facing a demoralized, exhausted army and the psychological defeat inflicted by Li Wei's strategy, ordered a full retreat. Li Wei's small province was saved, without a single major engagement, without massive bloodshed. This wasn't luck. This was strategy. Li Wei understood that the ultimate goal of war, or any challenge in life, is not to destroy your opponent, but to achieve your objective with minimal cost. He followed Sun Tzu's core teachings, which are timeless principles for modern strategic thinking. 1. Know thyself, know thy enemy. Li Wei meticulously studied his own capabilities and weaknesses, and critically, he obsessed over the enemy's patterns, ambitions, and fears. Modern application. Before you tackle any big goal or conflict, deeply analyze your strengths and weaknesses. What resources do you have? What are your limitations? Then, understand your opponent, whether it's a market trend, a competitor, a personal habit, or a challenging situation. What are its patterns? What makes it strong? What makes it vulnerable? Most people jump into action without this crucial self and situation assessment. 2. Win before you fight. Li Wei used deception, psychological warfare, and positioning to make the enemy believe they were already defeated long before direct confrontation. Modern application. The goal isn't just to win, it's to create a situation where winning is almost inevitable, where the opposition is already at a disadvantage. This means thorough planning, anticipating problems, and taking preventative measures. For example, in a negotiation, you research the other party's needs and leverage before you even sit down. In a new project, you secure resources and identify risks before you start. 3. Use deception, control perception. Li Wei manipulated information, spread rumors, and created false impressions of his strength and intentions. Modern application. This doesn't mean lying, but it means carefully controlling the information and perception around your actions. In business, it's about branding and market positioning. In personal goals, it's about projecting confidence and capability, even when you're uncertain, to gain an advantage. It's about creating an aura of strength and unpredictability that makes others hesitant to challenge you. 4. Adapt and flow. Like water, Sun Tzu taught that an army should be like water, taking the path of least resistance, adapting its form to the terrain. Modern application. Rigidity is weakness. In life and strategy, you must be flexible. If one path is blocked, find another. If a tactic isn't working, don't keep hammering at it. Pivot. The world is constantly changing, and your strategy must evolve with it. Don't be so fixated on your initial plan that you miss better opportunities or fail to react to new challenges. 5. Avoid what is strong, attack what is weak. Li Wei did not attack the enemy's main strength. He targeted their morale, their supplies, their confidence, striking where they were most vulnerable. Modern application. Don't waste energy trying to overcome your strongest competition or your biggest challenge head-on when it's at its peak. Instead, look for their weaknesses, their blind spots, or areas where they are unprepared. In your own life, if you're struggling with a difficult task, break it down, find its weaker components, and tackle those first. Don't constantly push uphill when there's an easier, smarter path around. Chapter 3. The Strategist's Mind. Sun Tzu's wisdom is clear. The greatest strategist is not the one who fights the most, but the one who wins with the least effort, the least conflict, the least loss. This requires a specific kind of mind, a strategist's mind. This mind is calm in chaos. It observes without prejudice. It anticipates moves not just of the enemy, but of the market, of human nature, of unforeseen circumstances. It understands that true power comes not from aggression, but from position. You might think, I'm not a general, I'm not fighting wars, but every day you face battles, a demanding project at work, a challenging personal habit, a complex decision. Without strategy, you're just reacting, constantly putting out fires. With strategy, you begin to shape your world. The person who embraces Sun Tzu's playbook stops being a pawn in life's games and starts becoming the player. They see the entire board, not just their next move. They understand that patience is a weapon, deception is a tool for control, and preparation is the ultimate defense. The question remains, are you willing to cultivate this strategist's mind? Are you ready to stop fighting blindly and start winning intelligently? Because Sun Tzu doesn't promise easy victories. He promises effective ones, ones that preserve your energy, your resources, and your peace of mind. He asks you to master yourself first, to become aware, and to see the invisible threads that connect every action and reaction. You have the potential to navigate any challenge, not with brute force, but with the elegance of a master strategist. The choice is yours. Continue to fight every battle from scratch or learn to win before the first blow is ever struck. If this video helped you understand the ancient art of strategic thinking, I invite you again to subscribe to the TGR Flurby channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss future content. Share your thoughts in the comments about how you plan to apply Sun Tzu's wisdom in your life. Remember, the true strategist wins without fighting. Now, go forth and conquer your challenges. Until the next video.